And let me get us recorded as well. Yay, we are just a couple of minutes before we officially start our day 6, breaking free from drama, and wanted to just go through a couple of questions, comments, things that have come up before we officially get started. So at the video today or the video watched last night, day 6 video of the breaking free from drama, at the very end, before I talk about From Drama to Love, I talk about the Vice Freedom program. And that is a program that we have historically done for the last 6 years, I want to say. And it always is in January. And this January, we have a very exciting thing coming up. So we're postponing the Vice Freedom program, and we're going to be doing it in March this year instead. So not this year, next year. So it's a while before it comes back. So I just wanted to mention it because I know we had some questions like, hey, Christy brought up the Vice Freedom program. It's a live program that we do. We really dive in pieces by pieces. It's a daily check-in like this is. And it's not in January as normal. It's in March 2024. So that's something that will be coming. But I just wanted to address that because it's not something that's coming right now. And the Drama to Love as well, that is a program that you can get inside of the higher memberships inside the Energy Vortex. So really just quickly on that, I wanted to share that if you join the Energy Vortex, if you haven't joined yet, I know most of you have, you go to christywhitman.com/vortex. When you join as an ascended member, which is the highest level membership, you're going to receive a drawing. Your name gets put into a drawing to win the meditations series that's going to be coming up in August. As I said before, we're starting our August meditations on loving and supportive relationships, which of course, this whole conversation of breaking free from drama is included in that, and the daily meditations, healings. They're more like planting seeds of light to be able to bloom. They're energy shifts. We could call the meditations, they're guided meditations, if you want to look at it that way. So those are coming up in August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd will be in the major community. And then August 4th, we go into the private community until the 30th and continue the process. So that is, we're going to do a drawing on that on, I believe, Monday. So if you would join the Ascend level by Monday, you get your name into a drawing on that. So a couple questions that came up, and hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. When a question came up from Andrea, when you have been totally stuck in drama for years, and that's what happens. It's not like all of a sudden one day we go, ooh, I'm in drama. It's been a pattern. It's what we have known. It's how we were imprinted. It's how we learned how to relate, whether it was with money, with our jobs, our careers, our people in our lives. It could be in some relationships, we have more drama than others, right? But if we are coming from a patterning of drama, we do it in all relationships, because it's not like, ooh, in this one, I'm super empowered and I know how to be right? But in all the other ones, I'm not. When you start to know this and learn this, right? The first place I started in understanding this is with my husband. That he was the first one I practiced on with breaking free from drama. And by me shifting myself, he was interested in what I was doing because he was seeing a difference. And so he got on board to be able to understand, wait a minute, I don't need you to fix me right now. I don't need you to rescue me right now. And now it's great because even when I want to slip into, save me, I want my man on the horse to come and just make it all better. He's like, whoa, I'm not your rescuer. You're not a victim. And it's like, oh, okay. What if I wanted to be rescued? That kind of place we slip into it. He holds me accountable and I hold him accountable. And that was the first relationship I learned this in and practiced this in. But then to understand that, oh, this relationship and that person that I'm in relationship with, they're so stuck in this drama triangle, they don't even know they're in it, nor can I even talk to them about it. Because if I did, or even tried to, they don't even get it. It's like they're so stuck in it. And so that's where then we practice and work with others who are not willing to go there, that are stuck in their drama triangle. How do we then relate, right? And then going into other aspects like money, like our bodies, like with food, like with vices, right? So when you've been totally stuck in drama for years, isn't it a logical sequence that you gain weight too, as the energy in your body gets stuck too? In some cases, yes, because if you're in drama, if you're feeling, say, for example, if you are worried about something, it could be you're worried about your marriage, or you could be in drama with your marriage, or you're maybe in a stressful situation with money, or something's just not going the way you want it, or you don't feel good. If we are reaching for vices, right? It could be maybe we're drinking more, or we're eating more, or we're smoking something, whether it's cigarettes, weed, whatever it is. Then that is the vice. We're reaching outside of ourselves and we're keeping that energy stuck. And that stuck energy, not for everybody. Some people, my husband has stuck energy within him, and he's a very thin, lean man. He couldn't gain weight if he tried. As a matter of fact, he does try, and it's like, some problem, right? But for me, if I am holding on to something, it does come out in my weight. So everybody's different. So it's not a blanket statement that, hey, if you're holding on to stuck energy, you're going to hold it as weight in your body. Some people do, some people don't. But that feeling of I'm not releasing the energy that's in my system, yes, it can contribute to being overweight, but more importantly, it contributes to us. Again, here's the drama triangle. I don't feel good. I'm a victim. I don't have, say, money. I don't have the money that I need or want. So in this case, money can be the bad guy, persecutor, right? And I'm looking for something to change my situation. This is so uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go drink wine, right? Or I'm going to go smoke a joint, or I'm going to go shopping because that always makes me feel better. And now I've gotten myself in more debt. And now money, if I just have more money, I'm the victim. Why did I do that? And then we switch roles into, God, why am I so stupid? I was, didn't have enough money and I went and shopped and now I'm, right? So you're persecuting yourself. You're playing the victim all around this thing called money, or this thing called your body or food, or God, no matter what I do, I can't seem to lose weight. I've always struggled with my weight and my body. It's like my body is the bad guy. My body can't get in the kind of health that I want. My body can't get to the weight that I want it to. Poor me. I've done it all. I've done everything. So I need to try to feel better. Maybe I'll go take a diet pill, or maybe I'll go starve myself, or, whatever that idea is. Maybe I'll just go to another cup of coffee, or maybe I'll, again, drink wine, smoke, chop, gamble, sit on the couch for 12 hours watching Netflix, whatever that thing is. I feel bad about whatever I'm focused on, whatever I'm in relationship with. Therefore, I'm playing a victim to it. I don't like it, right? And then the behaviors that come out of that also tend to contribute to that, right? And like as Andrea was saying, thus losing weight is not only a matter of food intake and exercise, but it's also to get your internal energy moving. Yes, many, many years ago, before anybody was even talking about weight loss and meditation or any of this, I was so frustrated by seeing so many different people talking about weight loss is all about, what you eat and exercise. Well, those are components of it. But if it was so easy for us to just stick to a food plan and stick to a workout plan, there's an internal process. So in the 20 years ago, 18 years ago, I created the Creating Your Ideal Body program. That's not just about weight not just about exercise and food. It's about the internal resistance. It's about how we see ourselves. It's about really that internal consciousness. It's bringing that part. And that's part of what we're talking about here, is that place of, if I look at myself as struggling with my body and powerless to what my body does, no matter what I do, my body's going to gain weight, and even the things that we say, oh man, I could just look at a chocolate cake and gain weight, right? It's like we say these very disempowering things. That's why even in today's video, as a recap, we talk about the very first step is watching your words. That's why all of you started with the Watching Your Words series, because every single one of those words, those phrases, comes from the drama triangle. And that when you shift your words, you shift your energy. Now think about it, even a thought of, wow, no matter what I do, I can't seem to lose any weight. So why does it even matter? I'm not going to diet and exercise, because now you've like abdicated your power to your body. When we are the energy masters of our body, we command our body what to do. Excuse me, I got itchy nose. We command our body what to do. Our body doesn't have control over us. So any place in our life, whether it's with our bodies, with our money, with whatever it is, and we feel powerless, we feel we feel disempowered, mother-in-law, mom, sister, brother, food, our bodies, vices, money, wherever we feel, I'm just not happy, I can't do this, then we feel dissatisfied, right? So very good insight. And then comment from Jenny, she said, applying the wisdom that I've received will be the practice for me, and consistency, that's what will move the needle. And yes, consistently, and these videos are strengthening my toolbox, feeling very appreciative. So the consistency, that's why showing up, that's why plugging yourself in, understanding this in bite-sized pieces, how you can apply this is essential, is really important, right? So just a couple of things before we go into the other piece that I wanted to bring in today is that give yourself some acknowledgement and congratulations for consistently showing up, for being willing to be in this conversation, because it takes a person of courage. There's a lot of people that are not even willing to be engaged in this conversation because they would have to look at and take responsibility for the fact that they're the ones that are in the drama triangle. Because it's so much easier to go, well, it's the government's fault, or it's that president's fault, or it's my parents' fault, or it's my boss's fault. It's everybody else's fault but mine. Because then if we're not getting our needs met, it's easier to push it off on somebody else. It doesn't feel good ultimately, because, we're still not in an empowered place. We're feeling victimized to, well, it's because of them that I feel this way. Being a victim never feels good to a very unlimited being. But to look at and go, not that you don't have to say, oh, it's my fault. It's not about that. But when you understand that I create my own reality, and that this relationship that I am in, again, whether it's with money, your body, another human being, I have a part in this. I play a role in this relationship. There's an energy exchange happening between me and the money, or me and the job, or me in my body, or me and food. There is an energy exchange. It's not just happening to you and you're a victim. And to take this awareness, to be willing to sit with this and look at, where's my part in this? If I am a deliberate creator of my life, if I am the creator of my life and I want to become more deliberate, where's my responsibility? What effect do I have on not only the things in my life, but all relationships? So whenever you're in awareness of the drama triangle, just acknowledge where you are, not what you don't know or don't understand yet. Right? I said the other day, clients that have been intimately working with myself in the council are still, from these conversations, just even today, are like ahas, that they're having an opening of awareness and understanding and knowledge. So be easy on yourself. Remember, no matter where you are and whatever you feel dissatisfied with, have compassion for where you are. We just had this happen literally overnight with a client that was wanting to sign up for the Breaking Free from Drama with Money, and was like, well, that doesn't seem, that this isn't right, right? How come this is this price, right? And the abundance exchange that we set is based on what the council tells me to do. By the way, there is a so when you feel like, hey, there's something I want, whether it's I want to buy a pair of shoes and I can't, or I need to pay this bill and I can't, or I want to go on that vacation and I can't, whatever that can't is, that's the word inside of our minds that we want to shift and let ourselves feel that opening. And we do that by changing our language, right? That's the step here, changing the language. And then choosing how you want to feel, letting yourself feel compassion, and then choose. So the update that I have for the Breaking Free from Drama is, and it was interesting because I was connecting with the council yesterday going, hey, this person feels dissatisfied about the abundance exchange and is questioning this. And the council said, that's why we did that. Because the Breaking Free from Drama with Money course has the potential to bring up the drama that someone has with money. I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. But really quick for that, you get the workbook, which is coming directly from the Creating Money course, which was a weekly course. That's the pre-work. You do all that pre-work. And then on August 12th from 9 to 12, it's a 3-hour workshop. We're going to be doing energy work, and you also have an energy pod, not a 12-hour energy pod, but a 24-hour where council is infusing you with energy while you literally shift it. It's like shifting the matrix of that energy. And then we're going to add a follow-up call on August 26th from 9 to 11 Pacific, 11 to 1 for Q&A. So you submit your questions, council will answer them, of course, do many processes based on the collection of those that are there and whatever the collective of that configuration needs. So I just wanted to update you on that. And so last thing I want to say today is important. Watch your words. Watch your words. It all goes back to the basics. What am I saying about this situation? What am I saying about this person? Even if you don't utter it out loud, you're using words inside of your head. And as you go, I can't do that, right? I can't do that. What if I could do that? Right? Well, I can't afford it. That's not a financial priority for me right now, but I'd love to do that. Right? Compassion, bring in the compassion for where you have had your consciousness in that moment. Bring in that compassion because that neutralizes you. And then look for your choices and options. Tune into not only consciousness is not just the words that we say, that's the start of it, but what are the thoughts? And more importantly, what are the emotions? How are you wanting to feel? I'm wanting to feel free. I'm wanting to feel stable. I'm wanting to feel joyful. Tune into your own energy or your emotions. Where have your emotions been historically with that thing, person, place, whatever that you're running through and wanting to break free from drama? Have your emotions been on the side of lack and been bad, or you don't feel good? Or have they been on a neutral place where, I don't feel bad. I don't feel like, woo, but I feel okay. I don't feel bad. I feel satisfied. Or do you feel, woo, over here? You know, the woo emotions of joy and passion and excitement and, yay, that kind of whole thing, right? Where are you on the emotional scale? And when you have that awareness of where you are on the emotional scale, know that you're the one that can choose the frequency. It's like we talk about in quantum energy mastery. It's like a piano keyboard. There's lots of different notes. And we're the ones that get to choose the notes. We're the players of the piano. All those notes are available. The highs are just as available as the lows. And so when you give yourself compassion and you tune your energy to the emotions, to the frequency that you want to feel, just by asking, okay, I feel the compassion. I want to feel free with money. I want to feel free in my body. I want to feel empowered in my relationship with my so-and-so. And then imagine that energy coming through you. So I leave you with all this today. I know we're a little bit over. There's just so much to say, ask yourself in any given situation and anyone or anything that you feel that you've been in drama with, what is the most loving thing I can do for myself in this moment about this situation? What is the most loving thing I can say about the situation? What is the most loving thing I can do? What is the most loving thing I can say? What is the most loving thing I could feel about the situation? And then ask your divine self, ask your stadium of light, ask your guide, what the God, the divine, whatever you call it. Ask universe, infinite intelligence to source you, because that's your source, to source you and provide you with that energy, with that expansion of that frequency. And when you do, it replaces the lower level vibration. So when you're feeling disempowered, allow yourself to feel compassion so you get neutralized. And then imagine your way into what feeling powerful in that particular area would feel like, and play with that. Appreciate you all. We'll see you tomorrow for our final day.